The following program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily. Just a second.
I am fixing the audio here before everybody starts talking.
I see Russ. Hey, Russ.
All right, guys. Welcome to another week of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm Nick Brammer. Hopefully you fuckers can hear me this week.
We're good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So, it's another Friday, another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. Let's go ahead and get our intros done real quick. And fast like. Josh, tell them where you're at on the internet.
A little bit of everywhere. I'm a super tired guy tonight. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Long story, so we won't get into. But you can catch me along with here every Friday night with you guys on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You can catch me on the All Queued Up podcast. We just posted a new episode today covering our thoughts on the Netflix movie I Am Mother and Stranger Things Season 3. And we go heavy. We go hit. Oh yeah, I finished it last Thursday, dude.
All right,
we
Russ, hook up your laptop already.
Is it making noise?
Yeah, it's making noise.
There you go.
But
You hear it?
yeah, we're good.
Hang on a minute.
But yeah, on Facebook, just my regular name. You can find me that in the groups. If you want to follow me on my social media platforms, which are Instagram, Twitter, all that, it's on my public profile. That's me.
Nice. Next one. Russell the Love Muscle.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry about the unfortunate noise. I don't know what the hell's causing that.
He'll be sorry 8 more times tonight.
Probably, most likely. I'm gonna get a new computer, dude. I think that's what it is. My computer is just
As long as you're not slurping a milkshake and eating fries, I don't care.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, yeah, do you like
I wanted Wendy's.
Oh, look, I like onion rings. Oh, okay. What's up, everybody? You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, the Facebook, and of course, YouTube when they decide to lift my band. And
They're stingy, man.
I know, right, fuckers. Anyway, every friend
about invading Area 51, dude.
every Friday night here with these fine chaps. Welcome aboard, guys.
Do any of you own a pair of fine chaps? Just out of curiosity.
No.
I got a couple suits, man. I don't know if that counts.
I'm talking about chaps,
Oh, do you mean
man.
chaps? Like, no, fuck no, dude. I drive
Like I've never even worn a pair of those in my life.
Dude,
I
don't believe you, Russ. I don't know why. I don't believe
Well,
you.
you know, I know my mom might have dressed me, and my mom dressed me in some. Like when
I'm
I
not
was a
talking
kid,
about it as a kid. I'm talking about this. I bet you did some freaky shit in your adult life and you wore some chaps.
I mean, yes, but not chaps. I mean, chaps is a little. Maybe I got tied up with them before. I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole story.
I had a pair when I was a little kid, man, to dress up as a fucking cowboy. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I would just throw cowboy boots on like my dad's ones.
And then they fucking transformed into my Shawn Michaels costume.
There you go.
There you go, dude. You're still wearing them around
I am
today.
a sexy boy.
You see Nick running around. Sexy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right, Russell, were you done?
I'm done, my friend.
Done,
Sweet.
man.
Sam,
Hey,
Where are
guys.
you, baby?
I'm Sam89 on Instagram. Sam meet in the groups here every Friday night, and I guess I'll say it again. You know, we lost Rob. He's now no longer with the show.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we'll get him. We'll tell you what happened later. I'm just joking.
It's a real sad. It's a real sad story. No.
It really is. No, it truly is a sad story. But Rob, you know,
He's really here. He's not here tonight.
a major trucking company,
Shuttered,
in his
man.
region shuttered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's actually they're trying
up
to
the
get some of
slack,
these
huh?
people. They're trying to get some of these people back employed with his company, so they'll be out of work as little as possible. So he's gone to another city to help bring some people in. And so it is a sad story, but Rob's doing his part to help
Rob,
help these guys out because Rob's awesome like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break bad for a minute here. That's one of the
Oh,
reasons,
shit.
that's one of the reasons why I got you stupid fuckers together. Josh is a good dude. Russ is a good dude. Sam is a good
Don't
dude.
lie.
Rob
Not
is
that
excellent
good.
people. So it makes doing a show a lot easier when you like who you work it with.
That's a good point, actually.
Oh yeah,
That's a really good
right,
point.
man. That is a good point.
Me and
It
Josh,
makes me wonder how many
I-
other shows there are where people just
Oh,
can't stand
dude.
each other. Like,
you can tell sometimes that there are shows, and we listen to those shows where it's just obvious that like either they don't like someone or they fuck with someone because they like them.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we fuck with each other because we love each other.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Is like
it's
me and
all
Josh
love,
go at it
man.
like cats and dogs, but
That's only
as
because
soon as the unbroadcasted comes on, it's like, "Are you okay, brother? Yeah, I'm okay, brother." You know,
It's
yeah.
all-
Nick
it's
just
all
doesn't like
good.
being wrong. That's all it is.
Neither of you do. That's the
And,
problem.
and I don't like it either. But I'll admit it when I'm wrong.
Nick, where are you at, dude?
I'm in fucking sunny Florida enjoying my anniversary.
No, wait to make Florida sound nice.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
ahead.
Happy anniversary, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, good for you, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
16
Happy anniversary to
years.
you and Kate, man. That's awesome.
How many years is this now?
16. That's
Nice.
just married. Yeah, we met in 2001.
Wow, dude. Wait,
She's put
so
up with you for 16 years.
almost,
Ain't that
you're
the
going
truth?
on 20 years knowing each other, dude. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
Kate's
what's
an
up.
angel,
Good
dude.
shit.
Damn.
yeah, dude. She puts up with me. I told you, man. It's all about that LD.
LD, little dick.
Yep.
Long dick. That
Yeah.
long dick
No,
style.
long, dude.
All right, guys. We
He
got
cried in the
some.
chat. He only showed up because he knew Rob wasn't going to be on.
Yeah.
Well,
Anna,
he's
Hannah
angry
said
at truck
Nick
drivers.
had an awesome wife. Yeah, Anna, me flirting with you fucked that up. 16 years to the day, home wrecker. No, I'm just fucking with you. I love you, Anna, and I'm glad you're feeling
Always
a little
feeling
better.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're all glad that she's feeling better and
Yeah.
that she wasn't seriously injured. That was a scary situation.
Yeah.
You get. She's like listening to all this shit right next to me. She's laughing her ass off. Let's go.
All right, guys. So this week we're gonna go back kind of to the old format. We're gonna go roll through some news as fast as we possibly can, and then we got a little discussion that, of course, I thought was interesting. So it will bore the living fuck out of everybody else.
No, it's a good one.
No,
man.
no,
It's good. I
I
like it.
think it's an interesting topic. It's just the way you presented it. When you presented it, I was confused as fuck.
It was either really early in the morning or really late at night.
It was really late at night,
It was-
and
It was really late at night, and I don't know. I might have imbibed some things.
I was
he
looking
was
at
in
my
an
phone, reading
altered
it like
state
this.
of mind. Yeah, because he sent it like 2:00 in the morning. I was like, "What the fuck are you trying to say, dude?"
No, it's all
I was
good.
mad too because I was like,
It'll be a
Josh
good
is
one.
just fucking with me, man. It doesn't make
No,
sense,
I
goddamn
really
it.
wasn't.
And then the next day when we do our meeting to plan the show, Sam was like, "What the fuck were you talking about?"
Yeah, right. I was
So I was like,
gonna
"It's
have to
not
hear
just
it from
Josh.
this
I'm a
person."
fucking idiot."
Oh man,
All
it's
right.
text, man. It's difficult.
Yeah.
What do we got on the agenda?
For the agenda. All right, last week we told you guys there was a preview for the Ninja Turtles Batman toys, and at the time nobody knew if it was just going to be the Michelangelo and the Batcape or what was going on. But they've released some pictures, man, and I'm excited. I actually might get the whole set.
They
It's
look
beautiful.
cool, man. I like the style that they did with them. It looks straight from whatever cartoon that it's from. You know?
Yeah.
Well, it's from the recent anime that they did.
Yeah. The DC Batman Blu-ray, and that's really good. Either Cody that shit or pick it up. It's definitely worth a fucking watch.
My son was wanting to watch it. But it's cool. I go back to this. I love that DC does that. Either movie or like artist.
I'll tell you what,
stuff, man, that's great.
If you want, I can pull these up and screenshot.
I was actually just gonna ask
dude,
that, Josh. Why don't
that.
you go ahead and do that? We can bullshit for a minute.
And while you're doing that,
they're right here.
I mentioned this last week. That C. Jessam guy who does that tailored like 1/12 scale clothes on Instagram. He did the tailoring for all of these.
Nice.
So I think that's awesome, man. I
right,
mentioned it last week, but
I believe everybody should be able to see what you're doing now, Josh.
Yeah. These are 2-packs. They're going to be GameStop exclusives, and they're going to retail for $49.99 each.
Not bad.
And we've got a Batman and Leonardo. They each come with extra hands.
Mm-hmm.
A slice of pizza. Batman looks like he's got a communicator, a bat communicator, and a batarang, and the grappling hook. Leo, of course, got his 2 swords. And I noticed this. They're on the side of his hip instead of on his back. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that's a different way.
As we go through the different turtles, I will say that I enjoy how the Batman family looks a lot more than I do the turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I am too.
Now, here is the Donatello and Batgirl 2-pack. She also comes with batarang, the bat grappling hook, some sort of cell phone, it appears. A syringe of some sort, extra hands, pizza slice. Donatello coming with the turtle clamshell communicators, bow staff. An additional head, extra hands, and
What's
the
he got on that
TCRI ooze
additional head?
container.
Is that a helmet he's got?
It
on?
looks like a helmet with a monocle, so I'm not sure.
Cool. Yeah,
but
that's some homemade shit.
I think that's some kind of lens.
And you guys,
he's also a lot more slender than Leonardo. You can see Leonardo's a little more short and stocky.
I like when they differentiate the turtles like that, though. I
do as well.
Yeah. I thought that was cool about that last Nickelodeon one that the 2012 one. They all look different.
Now that Batman has no place in my collection, but this fucking Alfred does, baby. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, we don't get Alfred figures very often.
No.
So that's always a good thing, man.
And with this, you've got they each come with a pizza slice, of course. Alfred's got a Superman mug, and his interchangeable hands. Look, he's playing the circle game. Mikey coming with his nunchucks, of course. Extra hands, a pizza slice, and a skateboard.
Dude, they're loading these down with accessories. Hey, how much were these for the 2-pack?
$50 for a 2-pack.
It's the same as the NECA, bro.
Yeah, and that man, for all the stuff that you get, that's not bad at all.
Oh, look at I didn't see. I only scanned through. Look at the fucking hooded Damien.
Yeah, man.
That shit is cool.
I was just about to say Nick's gonna get a chub right now.
Yeah.
Now Damien doesn't appear to come with any extra hands, at least not in this picture.
But he's got that whole sewer lid and
the manhole cover and the extra hooded head.
Well, he's got a bow staff.
He's got his bow staff.
So how the fuck is he gonna use that with them closed ass hands?
Yeah, he's gotta have hands that aren't being shown.
Of course. I bet he does.
I like that Raph looks. I like how he's got
Raph?
Dude, that fucking what's up with that fucking German helmet there?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I really like the way he looks.
Now, Nick, you know how much I hate on Damien, okay? But I'm gonna be honest with you, this figure looks good. They did a good job.
It's one of the better Damien figures I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
And then, of course, we've got a villain 2-pack of Ra's al Ghul and Shredder.
Oh my God!
See, if I didn't already have a Rosh, I'd get this too.
Hey Nick, which Ra's do you have?
The Hush one.
That's a good one. That one's got a really good head sculpt, man.
That is a good one.
Yeah,
that is
not articulated, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get one of those custom capes for it soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wait, so
Oh, man.
which of you guys on here own any DC collectibles figures?
I
Not
own a
me.
shitload.
Like newer ones or older ones?
Well, okay. DC's lines are really fucked up.
Yeah, they are.
They all right. I believe. Are they still branding the fucking retail line as Multiverse?
I think they are.
that's the one
Yeah.
that Mattel
Okay.
does.
Yeah.
So they've rebranded their toys so many times because
Mhm.
so Multiverse is the main retail line that you're gonna find in like Wally World or whatever.
Right.
DC Essentials is more along the lines of Marvel Select, but they're more posable.
Yeah, and they that's their most recent one because what was it before that? Like the really small ones. What were those?
Icons.
Icons. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
see,
And that's like
I
their
didn't
kinda
collect those
main
because
line.
they're a completely different 6-inch scale. If you put a DC Icons up to next to a Marvel Legends, you're gonna think they're
They look hella small, man. That was a bummer.
Yeah, you're gonna think they got a fucking tapeworm or some shit.
DC fucked up when they did that, man. I remember that shit. That was the biggest deal back in the day when those
E
came out.
Prime. E Prime says that the DC Multiverse is coming out with an Alfred in the upcoming Killer Croc Build-A-Figure
Oh,
wave.
cool.
I didn't even know they're doing a Killer Croc Build-A-Figure wave. God,
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to that.
Mattel still has like a wave or two they have to get out before the Spin Master takes over the major retail license.
Damn. That's gonna hurry up, huh?
So, but yeah, those turtle Batman toys are from DC Collectibles, and they
That's not bad,
look
though.
good, man.
They do. That
They
Alfred
really
looks
look
really
good.
I like the look because
Yeah.
they're very IDW esque.
With a cartoon
really-
twinge too, like the
Yeah,
like the not the most recent Nickelodeon series, but the one that was actually good.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the new one, they revealed yesterday their Rise of the TMNT Shredder figure that's going to be an SDCC exclusive. You want to see that piece of
Yeah, go
work?
ahead. It's
Yeah,
Ron
dude, let's see it.
Turtles.
Yeah, it's funny, Nick. The way you just said that is like, boy, we know how Nick really feels about that shit. don't we?
That dude,
Look at
what's
that!
what's
Look at
that?
that thing!
oh my
That's-
god!
That's Barricade from
That's the new
Transformers, dude.
Nickelodeon. That's the new Nickelodeon Shredder.
That's not
And
That boy is looking for Loverboy 2017
looks-
or whatever the fuck it was.
That's not my shredder.
that looks terrible.
He looks like a goblin in a bunch of armor. That's why I'm like, I think the first thing I was the Mythic Legion figure. I'm like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
and that's the thing, because like every different take on Shredder, they all look different, but you can look at it and say, okay, that's Shredder. But this one, dude,
Yeah,
no
it doesn't
way.
even look like Shredder.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like
honestly,
Dude, in the new cartoon, one of the turtles is wearing like a full bandana over its head. I think it's Raph.
That's Raph.
Yeah,
it's because he's going bald and he's super ashamed
yeah.
of it.
It's like
I swear to God, Josh, if I just saw this picture and you didn't tell me that this was Shredder, I wouldn't know this is Shredder.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
have
Yeah,
no
that's
idea who this is.
bad.
Sorry,
That's a bad
He
thing,
really
dude.
looks like he's got influences from what was the main villain in Micronauts?
Dude,
Baron
he looks
Carzo.
like he looks
like
Nickelodeon
Baron
from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Carzo combined with Barricade from the Transformers.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
reverse.
seriously.
That's kind of, he does look like he has some like movie Transformer kind of in him too. That's
Very
weird.
Bayverse.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like
Not
that at
a
all.
fan. Not a fan.
$30.
Yeah, it's SDC exclusive.
God, I never
The
knew
only
charged 30
reason I'd want that thing is to pop the head off and make a Monstar, like the robot Monstar.
I
Yeah,
guess.
for
Yeah,
Silverhawks.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah.
about some
It's-
space game.
Wow. It's
I mean, since
They
we're
were the
talking,
Monstars. There was not one just named Monstar. You fuck.
there's also
Uh oh.
That was a good pull, by the way, Sam. I liked it.
this is the
Is this the Splinter set?
no, this is the reaction from Super 7
Oh
set.
my god.
Yeah, they're reaction turtles, and they come carded on pizza slices with various toppings. They look terrible.
That's a cool package, though, man. I like that.
The packaging is
Pickle-
clever. I agree.
fucking
But
pickles, and somebody spilled their medicine cabinet
clams.
on it.
There's clams, jelly beans, and pepperoni, and whatever that
Those ain't
is.
jelly beans. That's some Xanax and some
Yeah, dude.
Klonopin.
But
And it's
they
real,
also Playmates put out a image yesterday of the box set, and they're putting out their turtles in
Go to that first page. So
all white.
go to that first image right there.
Oh, this one
So-
here? Yeah, that's how they look in the current cartoon.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, Raph has that full
Yeah.
bandana. Donnie does too. It's
Yeah.
just like, ugh. And what
Yeah,
the
and they're
fuck?
all Leo's the goofy party one.
Donnie's got a drone on his
But that's
back.
I remember you telling me that they turned Leonardo into like another Michelangelo.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have
they
two
turn
party
Leo
guys?
into they turn Leo into the new Mikey. But yeah, this is the box set I was wanting to tell you about, the Playmates.
Oh.
It's the same Playmates figures they put out about 4 years ago,
Right.
but they did them in all green. But this is
Black and white.
in the original black and white with their red bandanas, and
Is
it
that like the
comes
box,
with
too? 'Cause it's got like
it.
it shows like or represents like all the different generations of them or iterations of them. That's cool.
Yeah, and
I know they
it's
can't,
also
I know they can't see me, but you guys can. They kind of look like these turtles, except not the mouth isn't as you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. It comes with a original TMNT #1, a reprint of it, the first comic.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
with a new
yeah.
cover penned by Kevin Eastman. And this is a Walmart exclusive and will be up for sale starting next Friday.
All right, pal.
No, next Thursday.
Nice.
So,
Thanks, Big John, for the heads up.
yeah, really.
I don't
But,
know who
yeah,
Big
there
John
they
is,
are.
but yo.
I don't either. Now I have these. I have the original versions of these, and they're all green and with red bandanas. So
Looking
the only thing I don't like about that set is there's no wrist articulation. There's
how
no
much
wrist
is
swivel
that
in them.
set?
They haven't confirmed a price. I'm going to estimate it's going to be about $60, maybe 70, because originally when they were carded, they were like 12 or 15 a piece. So I'm going to say they're probably going to have close to that same price point.
Them
Plus the
knockoffs.
comic.
Them knockoffs I got were $40.
But these are, of course, officially licensed by Playmates, and you know, Playmates is the main owner of the license. So,
Yeah.
but it's a cool looking set. I'm probably going to end up getting it just because I'm a sucker for cool turtles, especially original comic style turtles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got there.
Yeah, we killed that turtles discussion. All right. Josh, do you mind being on like fucking screen sharing and pulling shit up?
No, I don't mind at all,
All right,
dude.
cool. Next
Because
topic.
I have the means to do it.
Yes, you do, sir. And you're beautiful for it, you wonderful one-legged bastard. The
What? He's not. That's all true. I am wonderful. I am a bastard, and I do have one leg.
and then there's Josh rationalizing it all. That yes, that is very true. I love it, Josh. You're awesome, dude.
that is by far
Oh.
not that's by far not the worst thing I've ever said to Josh.
No, that's true. Right.
So the next topic we got up is there is finally, after all these years, going to be a Big Lebowski spinoff called The Jesus Rolls
It's fucking
about
crazy,
John
dude.
Turturro's character, the Big Lebowski, the Jesus.
The Jesus.
That
That'd be cool, man. That'll be interesting. I'm
I'm-
glad John Turturro's in
yeah.
it. You know,
Dude, that's gonna be fucking amazing. If they, I don't know, like what the story is for it, but if it's a prequel and they get Steve Buscemi to be like, in there,
No,
so it's a sequel?
no, it's gonna be, like present day kind of, and how Quintana has struggled trying to come to terms with today's society, especially him being a former child molester.
Little kids, dude, little kids.
What's a pederast, Walter? Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Big Lebowski is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love
It
that
is.
movie ever since it first came
Let me-
out.
Let me
do
tell you
too.
something. It's one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my life, but I liked it.
It's brilliant.
I
Yeah.
liked it for how stupid it was. I was like, this is dumb as shit.
All right, Russ.
But I found myself enjoying it. I
Russ,
liked it. So
Russ, I dare you smoke a fat one and watch that fucking dream sequence, and then tell me that fucking
I
movie.
can't. No. See, hold on, man. Right there. And if it's just like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. If I need to be high to really get the movie, that's not.
You don't have to be high to really get it, but it does help you enjoy.
I guess I liked it. I thought it was all right. It was just stupid though.
Now, some of the people that are going to be in this, Bobby Cannavale, you saw him in Ant-Man. Audrey Tautou, from the movie Amelie. I'm not sure who she is. Sorry. John Hamm, of course.
Nice.
Susan Sarandon and Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. So
Julianne Moore ain't gonna be in there.
no, nobody from the original movie.
Dude,
But
here's
making so many movies, man.
They got
Here's-
Susan Sarandon to do that.
yep.
Man.
Here is the synopsis. Says the Jesus Rolls follows a trio of misfits whose irreverent, sexually charged dynamic evolves into a surprising love story as their spontaneous and flippant attitude towards the past or future backfires time and again, even as they inadvertently perform good deeds. When they make enemies with a gun-toting hairdresser, their journey becomes one of constant escape from the law, from society, and from the hairdresser, all while the bonds of their outsider family strengthen.
Yo, if Susan Sarandon's the hairdresser, that'll be the greatest shit ever.
A gun-toting hairdresser.
Yeah.
That alone has got me sold right there.
Torturo said it feels good. Feels like a good time to release a transgressive film about the stupidity of men who try and fail and try better to understand and penetrate the mystery of women in its press release. So I am all on board for this fucking movie.
I love it. I love it.
All I had to hear was the Jesus.
Well, there is one picture of him. He's wearing all purple. He's got the hairnet on, but he's got little braids in his hair now, and his gray hair showing in the braids. And he is licking a purple bowling ball.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited. I'm gonna have to go to like a fucking pleb and watch this by myself.
Yeah, it's going to come out next year. I'm not sure what the release date is. It just says early 2020.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, guys, moving on. Next is Spider-Man Far From Home box office and the rights issue. So, let's see real quick.
Where are they at right now?
That's what I was going to do. Spider-Man Far From Home box office. Thank you, Google. All right. Domestically, so far, it's made $229 million.
Billion.
The foreign is $392 million.
What about intergalactic?
Intergalactic, it looks like from the Crab Nebula, they're pulling in about $100 million.
$12.
$12.
But the conversion rate on Alpha Centauri is pretty low.
Yeah, and they use a metric system too, so you never know.
Use the metric system.
Dude, so what's the deal? They said if it makes
so
$1
if
billion,
it does not make $1 billion, the deal with Marvel is off, and Sony takes back all
God,
production
dude.
rights.
guys, buy out your local theaters, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, if this movie doesn't tap a billion worldwide, this could be the last time we see Spider-Man in the MCU involved in an MCU movie.
At
Yeah, dude,
least
you-
for a long while.
Stupid ass Sony movies. So, guys, I know you might be saving for a house or like your kid's college or something, but this is Spider-Man. We're
You
talking.
guys
about.
got to do this shit for the community.
Yeah. You can buy all that stuff later, man. We got to seize this moment.
Kids' college tuition, fuck that. They're just gonna live with you forever
You got to
anyway.
figure out.
Yeah.
Have them get a scholarship. You know.
Send them kids to technical school.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Not everybody's cut out for college.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Community college is great. Anyway.
Hey, student loans.
Indeed.
Ugh.
No, that's an insane deal. I mean, really, because a movie can do really well, but not reach $1 billion. That's
They're
just
halfway
I know,
there.
man.
They're halfway there.
Yeah, I think. How long has that movie been out? A week and a half.
Week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half, and it's already made over 620 million. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I've
doing
yet
okay.
to get to go see it.
Me too. So
Yeah.
well, that's good. So then you guys will go see it, and you'll be freshies. You'll add more to the pie. That's good.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get as many people to go with me.
621 million. So they just need to make 400 million more. Ain't
Now,
shit.
has it been
379 more million. Yeah, it's nothing.
Has it been released pretty much everywhere now, or is it still got some
Yeah.
touches that has to be
Let's
released?
see
Okay.
if they got China.
I think didn't it come out in China first?
I think
Yeah,
so,
it made most of its money so far in China. That's
Well,
the
they got.
thing.
I mean, they look how many more people they got, dude. Christ.
Did it release in North Korea yet?
Okay, let's see if we have North Korea on here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry we don't. We do have Oman, and it's made 282,000 in Oman.
Oh man, that's how I always read that
Pakistan,
country.
it's only made 252,000.
Hey, come on, Pakistan! What are you guys doing, man? You're missing out.
In Vietnam, it's made 2 million.
Which Vietnam, though, North or South? I'm just joking.
There is no more North or South. sir.
It's all the same Vietnam now.
It's all
He's like,
Vietnam.
which one?
Sam, what'd you say you teach again?
Language.
Math?
I'm joking.
Language arts. That's right. Yeah, not history and not math. So
So you take the Vietnam amount and double it.
Look at you, Sam. Sam's trying to inch it up there, man.
But
Come
yeah,
on.
it's made 100.
Hey.
It's made
Yeah.
166 million in China.
yeah.
All right, good for China, man.
Beautiful.
Hey man, they're becoming a very important part of the global market when it comes to
Oh
films.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And you
Dude, look
see,
how many people they've got. Of course they are, man. There's tons
Well,
of
yeah.
people over there.
They're let's see, 1.5 billion, I think.
It's insane.
dude. That's almost as many people that are in Atlanta.
No, no. They're
Jesus Christ. We're not on the metric system, Sam.
What the fuck? Oh shit.
yeah. There's one currently as
Love
of the end of 2018. There's 1.42 billion people in China. India is close behind them with 1.35 billion.
And India's
So-
population is growing faster.
India's population is growing much faster. Yes.
Yeah, E Prime had a good point. He's like, most Marvel movies don't make $1 billion. They get plenty
exactly.
close to $1 billion.
Yeah, only
Very-
only 8 out of 23.
All right.
You know,
We're-
that's a big deal.
Dude, I wonder which
So-
8. Like, we could name off the 8 that made $1 billion.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Avengers,
Avengers.
Civil War did.
Civil
Infinity War, Endgame,
Endgame,
Yeah.
Work 5, Black Panther,
Winter Soldier,
Black Panther.
Black Panther,
probably
Winter
did.
Soldier, Captain Marvel did.
No shit!
Yeah.
Wow, dude, good
Yeah,
for them.
Captain Marvel did. So
Yeah, Captain
whatever.
Marvel went over really well. You know, everyone
I
was
still
like,
haven't seen it. I'll catch that on Netflix or something.
I'll catch that on Cody.
I own it, and I haven't even watched it yet, just because I'm like, oh, I own it. I can watch it anytime I want. And I've just not made time.
I did
Yeah.
not give a shit enough to be caught up enough on Endgame to watch that movie. Cause like,
Yeah, man, that's where I was at.
dude,
With,
she's like Captain Karen. Okay, I just don't care.
yeah, dude,
I'm
she
just
wanted to
telling
talk to the manager of the universe,
listen,
dude.
it's a good movie. I think you guys will like it.
Yeah,
What,
good.
Captain Marvel? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure I
good.
will enjoy it. I
Really
just
good.
haven't made the
It's-
time to.
Man, so like I was
Nick-
with the Marvel movies, kind of like picking and choosing. Like I never saw Ant-Man 2, but like
Russ,
at
Russ,
5 minutes into Endgame, I'm like, shit, I wish I would have watched Ant-Man.
Russ,
2.
you would shit your pants as soon as she came in to have some paint done or some shit.
Yeah, man, with that haircut.
With that
Dude.
haircut, as soon as she
In a
walked
minute,
in, you'd be
man.
like, "Oh fuck, I gotta talk to
No,
my
dude,
boss."
she'd pull up in a Chevy Suburban. You'd be like, fuck, dude.
Hey,
Fuck a Suburban.
just gonna
She's
say-
in the Tahoe.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
mean-
fuck this, Anna, let's go invade Area 51.
I would-
man, my mom
I'd probably-
drives the Tahoe. So,
See,
yeah.
and she's a Karen, isn't she?
Well, she's
Just say yes.
She's her name's Kay, but she's a total Karen, dude.
I'd be
Oh,
like,
really?
dude, are you Megan Rapinoe? No.
Rapper,
But,
you fuck.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, Sam, watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a lot of fucking fun. You'll
I
really
didn't
Yeah,
like
man,
it.
I wish I would have watched it like after I saw Endgame. Like into Endgame, like I said, I was like, damn, I wish it all would have meant more. You know?
I think those are probably two disposable Marvel movies. You didn't have to watch them.
I don't know, man.
It was a lot of fun, man. It was really
I
fun.
think I think they intentionally made Captain Marvel like that, to where it wasn't
Okay,
like
so
you can not see Captain Marvel and be totally fine following the Avengers storyline. You know what I mean?
has the list in the chat. So
Oh, good.
Endgame, Infinity War, Black
Which we kind of
Panther,
figured. Okay.
Age of Ultron,
Age of Ultron? Yeah, that's
So-
fine.
I figured that. I
Civil
figured any
War,
Avengers would be
Captain
made.
Marvel,
Right.
Iron Man 3, and the first
Iron Man
Avengers.
3.
So
Iron Man
Winter
3.
Soldier didn't.
No.
Wow.
That I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about that, man.
Winter Soldier was a really good movie too. I'm surprised but it's always the really good ones that a lot of people kind of sleep on, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's interesting. Thank you, Eve, for getting that for us. We appreciate it. That's cool, dude. We were right about most of them. I mean, we.
Yeah, dude, guys, go see Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
Don't even go. Just go to your movie theater. Like if you got a lot going on, just buy a ticket.
All right.
And give it to some kid and say, "Here, go learn."
Give it
Yeah,
to
dude, go find some
you know those homeless people that you see at the intersection. Give them a fucking Far From Home ticket. There you
Yeah,
go.
be like, I know you don't
buy
got
'em a
nothing
Far
going
From
on,
Home
man.
ticket.
Go
Stay
see this
here.
movie.
It's hot out here.
Yeah.
Go inside,
Go
cool off,
inside,
and
go-
enjoy
By the way,
Go
yourself.
get you a movie.
When's the last time you felt normal?
Nick, I got a feeling, Nick, that her I mean, not to get really political and shit and weird, but her character was totally created as kind of like, we need a popular female character to like be a badass. Yeah, it's kind of how I
Well, the thing
feel.
was
Like,
like,
I don't-
Was, man.
I don't know. I just feel
okay.
like they did that.
I don't like her. I don't like her as Captain Marvel. I feel
Okay.
that they, from what I've seen, they're
Oh my
following,
god, dude.
they're following, like kind of comic-y, they're getting, so they're
Yeah,
covering their
in
bases
recent comics too, man. Like,
in
that's
recent
like,
comics.
yeah,
But dude,
Marvel
she was never more interesting than when she was Warbird.
Oh my god, dude, I love
Yeah.
her, man. Here's
Yeah.
my thing, dude. I don't like whenever like it was female characters, especially like when they do the live action movies, they're always like super skinny, dude. And like there's all these like buff ass chicks out there. That's what I like want my superhero female to look like. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like
there-
she could whip some ass, man. Just like the same with the
Have you-
dude. Like it'd be weird if like Thor was like some little skinny ass, weak looking dude. Like it's the same thing with the girls. I'm like, put some buff ass chick, dude. Have the actor or actress do CrossFit and get some muscles, man.
well, I think that was part of the genius of Deadpool was casting Gina Carano.
Yeah, dude.
Because she was
looks like
fucking,
could
she was
whip some
fucking
ass, man.
believable with that fucking toothpick,
Yeah,
and shit,
dude.
that matchstick, whatever. Yeah. All right, I think we killed this. So let's go ahead and move on to the Mortal Kombat casting.
Yeah, hey, I'm just happy that they're still making this movie. 'Cause, like every day, I'm like, they're not gonna fucking make this movie. Like, but this is a
So-
really good sign.
They've cast someone in this movie as Sub-Zero. He was in The Raid and some other.
The way you said the raid,
Mm-hmm.
that movie's insane, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just trying to find the guy's name real quick. So
Jim Slatus or something like that.
yeah, it's a weird name. Joe Taslim. And
Oh, okay. I was totally wrong. Sorry.
it's all right.
No,
Who the fuck's
Josh-
Jim
Josh
Slatus?
is over here
Okay.
spreading, this is making stuff
Oh
up.
shit! So he's a veteran of the Indonesian national judo team. So at least you know
Oh,
the
wow.
dude can move.
So
Yeah,
that's okay. This is an interesting thing, though. Do you think? And I gotta ask you guys: do you think they'll do all the casting this way? Because here's the thing: it's cool to get an actor, but get an actor who can actually do the stunts and do the action sequences legitly. You know what I mean? And not have to be taught choreography and shit.
yeah.
Be able to actually knows how to really fight and can do some cool shit.
Yeah, somebody that
I mean,
actually. It's not as important that they know like a martial art as it is they know how to move their body. Because if
Well,
you,
yeah,
if you look,
and
if you
I
look
get
at
it.
an elite
if
martial
you
artist
look at-
helps there, or like an elite athlete of any
Yeah.
type.
But it does come across more realistic, Nick, if
Mhm.
someone
yeah,
is actually
but what I'm
knows
saying,
what they're doing.
well, okay, judo, he's not learning how to throw a punch.
No, that's true.
He's learning how to flip people over using their using their own momentum. That's what
true,
judo is.
Right. Yeah.
So
but there's more to judo. Than
that's
just
not
that,
so that's not really going to translate. But what will translate is the muscle memory and actually looking legit. You know what I mean? But
obviously he'll be an athletic guy.
Right.
Okay.
But the thing is you don't have to be a martial artist to look credible on the screen for a fight.
No, I don't think you do. But I think it looks better when you are.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it does. But
then hold on one second, Josh, because if I don't get this point out, I'll forget it. But the other thing is you have to be able to balance having a fighter and actually having them be able to act.
Good point. That's a very good point, and that's hard to do. It's hard to find someone
man. And it's like for Sub-Zero, I don't know too much about like his story anymore. But like, is there much like acting, like real acting, other than
depends on which Sub-Zero they do.
Yep.
Because there's been 2 Sub-Zeros. There's Bi-Han, and there's Kuai Liang, and Kuai Liang is Bi-Han's younger brother. Bi-Han goes on to become Noob Saibot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so like if they want to do a series of movies, they could go that route. Have the first Sub-Zero be Bi-Han, who was like kind of considered evil, and then the next movie, they could do Kuai Liang. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Anna, it's a Mortal Kombat movie. Acting is optional.
I mean, that's what they did for Annihilation.
That's true. They did. It was like far reach. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I remember that movie, man.
Yeah, like the first Mortal Kombat movie was cheesy,
really bad.
Hey, hold on. There's really bad, and then there's cheesy, really bad that you can still watch.
Yeah, like just B movie.
Yeah, the second Mortal Kombat movie, Annihilation, is a worthless piece of shit.
God, yeah,
the costume designs were good, and they were the only good thing about that.
Yeah, I mean they looked just like the game, but good. God bless, dude. That movie was bad. They switch actors to Raiden, and then he like got it.
Yeah,
they had Christopher Lambert.
And Christopher Lambert playing Raiden.
Asian ass Raiden.
And then, oh God, who was the guy playing Shao Kahn? It's that fucking generic actor that reminds me of Clancy Brown. He was in Kindred the Embrace too. He played the main Knight. Yeah, he was in
Demon Knight. He was in Titanic. Billy Zane.
It's not Billy Zane, motherfucker.
Dude, I swear to God, it's Billy Zane.
Jesus Christ.
Is it Billy Zane? It can't be Billy Zane.
No, it's not Billy fucking Zane.
I thought it was somebody else, dude. It's not Billy Zane.
Christ, you're making the IMD Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
You gotta. It's not Billy. It can't be Billy Zane. No way. I don't remember Billy Zane being in that. Nuh-uh.
Okay, it's not Billy Zane.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's like a huge character actor. He does like a bunch of shit. Are they showing?
Anyway, let me find it. Brian Thompson.
The second. Yeah, it's Brian Thompson. And like I said,
it's not Billy Zane.
No.
Dude, look at this.
And they had in the second one they had James Remar as fucking Raiden instead of fucking Lambert.
Like that's a big drop off.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's like we have a much smaller budget for this one, so we're gonna have to go
cool, man.
We're gonna have to go F like there's A, B, and C, D list. We're gonna go to F list. We're gonna go right now.
They got Z list actors in that movie.
Yeah, Z list. There you go.
Dude, and I feel like if you're in a movie like that, like where you're like you just know like the actors are bad, the story's bad, the movie's just dumb in general, like you have to have tons of nudity.
Anna.
In fact, it's just like a trade-off.
Anna is killing it. She's like, they were straight to trash can movies. Oh my God.
I mean, the second one especially. That and Street Fighter the movie were both terrible.
Dude, I went my whole life.
But like Street Fighter the movie is like so bad it's good.
Well, which Street Fighter movie?
No.
You talking about the one with Raul Julia?
I'm talking about that one.
Don't you dare badmouth that movie.
That movie is trash.
Fucking Raul Julia.
Raul Julia was a brilliant actor, and I loved him.
Amazing in that movie.
He couldn't save that dog turd of a fucking movie.
And who was it? John Claude Van Damme played Guile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the worst person to get for Guile. I thought it was terrible. I was like, oh, he doesn't even look like Guile. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Okay, so quick side note before we move on. This Joe Taslim that cast as Sub-Zero, his martial arts training includes Penchak Silat, which is the Indonesian martial art native to them, Chinese Kung Fu or Wushu, Judo, Taekwondo, and Shotokan.
So he can fight, dude.
Yeah, so
This motherfucker knows 5 different styles well.
Nick, that's awesome that they're doing that. Like Anna said, acting is optional. They can probably, as long as this dude can do the fucking moves, nobody's gonna give a shit about anything else.
Because they could basically just hire him like as a stunt actor.
Yeah, but Sub-Zero doesn't speak that much. He just well, early on he didn't speak very much. Later,
Dude,
on,
he's got a damn mask on. You could just dub somebody's voice over his.
It's true. All
right. The one last real quick thing I want to bring up about this Mortal Kombat movie is that I think that they missed an opportunity because at the time they were talking about moving Mortal Kombat Legacy and moving that cast to the movie.
Ooh.
And I think that would have been dope.
That would have been because that was well done.
Yeah, motherfucking Michael Jai White played the best Jax we've ever seen.
I love that dude.
Yeah,
no
doubt.
And the chick that played Sonya, she was fucking hardcore. Had a great Sub-Zero, a great Scorpion. Quan Chi was in that shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right. You're right. That would have been awesome.
Like right now, I'd love to see Rain as Scorpion. I think that would work with what they're doing. Have you ever seen Ninja Assassin?
Oh, yes. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
That dude. That motherfucker right there.
I have a great memory of that movie because me and my son went to see it the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
I got a speeding ticket in our minivan on the way back home. My son never lets me live it down. He's always like, dude, you got a speeding ticket in a minivan.
What a jerk.
I know, right?
But like, are you guys big into Mortal Kombat or no?
Yeah,
I'm so. I mean, I used to own a lot of the earlier games, but I've not bought a new Mortal Kombat game since the PS3, so it's been a while.
If you're gonna buy a new one, buy 11 because it doesn't take as much skill.
Oh, I intend to.
Wait for the Game of the Year edition so that you get all the content. But that's what I've been finding out about Mortal Kombat 11 is that it's way more of a button masher than X was.
Well, it's because they had a lot of they want people who aren't avid players to enjoy it. That's why.
Yeah,
and have some success.
Well, Mortal Kombat's always going to be successful because of the built-in fan base.
No.
But
no, I understand that. But I'm talking about people. They want people to be able to play it and enjoy it.
Right. But the thing is like Mortal Kombat's always been known as the fighting game that took more skill.
Right, it did. It was. I mean, I think it was much harder to play than Street Fighter 2 was.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct took a lot of skill too, especially if you wanted to pull off those big badass ultra combos.
Dude, you just played Fulgore and Killer Instinct and fucking won.
That's true.
I used Jago, man.
I don't think.
And Cyberwolf was fun because you did that move where you jumped on him and then you could get like a 90 hit combo.
Well, Tekken was in that was a game.
Oh, dude, Tekken and Soul Calibur are the biggest button mashers for fighting games.
But people can button mash. But if you were just a button mashing it, I'd beat your ass playing that game. Because if you know what you're doing, you're going to beat anyone.
Dude, that's what we're going to do on next.
Who's your main, Russ?
I don't have a main. I play all of them, dude. Tekken.
Oh yeah, okay.
All.
I'm gonna send Cal up there. Okay.
Is Cal good?
Cal is gonna play Eddie Gordo, and we're gonna see what you can do against that.
Is he good?
No, he
Eddie
just button
Gordo's
mashes.
It is button mash. Oh my god. Does he button mash? Just like hit the same button over and over again?
Yeah. He uses capoeira.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's yeah.
But if you know how to use Eddie Gordo, he'll roll over anybody in that game.
Yeah, he will.
Well, as if you know how to use them. If you're just button mashing,
No,
you're not
dude. If you button mash, you got a motherfucking. You've got a.
You
chance.
have a good. I would say you have a chance. Everyone has a chance if you do. But a really skilled person,
Larry.
really skilled.
Larry says
Bruce
we
is
need
like-
to do a MPSP tourney.
Dude, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Oh, that would be fun.
Speaking of which, were you guys up for fantasy football this year?
yeah.
Oh
God.
shit! Yeah, I guess.
I was
I
thinking
need
because the wives weren't that into it last year. I want to
We
get the
could
ones that
do-
talk the most shit
Yeah,
in the
Walt.
fucking chat. I want fucking Walt.
Yeah,
Walt,
dude.
I fucking want you, boy.
Dude, let's do
Well,
this.
we could do the.
Was Walt talking a lot of shit? I don't remember. I didn't
Oh, he talked so much
Was he?
shit. He was.
Wow.
He had diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh my
Talking shit
God.
And I
every
want the
week.
points taken off for interceptions this year. God damn it.
Oh God.
No.
you're killing me.
No interceptions
Why
are
are you-
negative points.
At
No,
least, at
no.
least -1 for an interception.
I'm okay with that as long as you do not have the quarterback losing points for getting sacked.
Okay.
We'll work on a scoring
We'll-
system.
Yeah,
work
we're
on
gonna have
it.
to figure. We're gonna have to talk it out.
But yeah, we'll start taking applications soon because we're in July.
Dude,
Yeah.
whoever gets in last place on the show should get booted off the show.
All right, cool.
Well, I was in the
It's
championship
gonna be
game,
me.
so I came back from the dead last year. So.
Yo,
Dude,
if I get first place, I'm taking Baker. If I get first pick, I'm taking Baker. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We already knew that.
Fucking wrong.
And it
I
says
can't-
she'll commish the league.
Oh, good lord.
All right.
All right.
You know,
She's
an
gonna be like,
impartial.
"Fuck us."
Yeah, we should have an impartial commissioner that doesn't have a team. So
Hey,
we'll
I was
discuss all
I was
those.
fucking impartial. God damn
You
it.
tried to be. You did. You tried very hard to be. I'm not saying you
Actually,
weren't.
I thought you were pretty impartial. When
Yeah.
I threw my vote, all I did was throw a temper tantrum, and you did okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to play no more.
really fuck this on with you. I don't want to do this no more. Okay, Russ, stop being a little bitch. Are your panties wet? Oh.
All right.
All right, moving
So
on, guys.
what's next?
Rose, you killed me, man.
Unfortunately, we lost a major character actor this week, and it was Rip
Oh,
Torn.
God.
Oh my god, that's a bummer, man.
Yeah, that dude was great from dodgeball to anything.
Yeah.
That dude was in.
Freddie got fingered.
Freddie
Oh my
got
fingered.
god.
You know, he was
That's-
hilarious, man.
I thought I was the
You,
only. I
fuck
thought I was the
me,
only
fuck
dude that
you,
liked that
fuck
movie.
me, fuck you, fuck me. Oh, that
That's-
movie is so horrible. It's glorious.
That's why it's so good. It's another one of those movies where you gotta
Yeah,
enjoy
it's,
it.
it's a train wreck, man. It's a car
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah.
Good.
It was a train wreck on top of a car accident.
Yeah.
Fucking. Supposedly, Tom Green was talking about a fucking sequel.
What's he doing nowadays?
He does a podcast.
oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. That and I think he's done Howard a few times recently. But yeah, Rip Torn died unfortunately.
That
I
sucks.
love
How-
Rip
how old was
Torn,
he?
man. 74, I think.
Really?
I think
How
it's what he
do you-
said.
Four?
I
think he was
actually pulled up
74.
his IMDb. Yeah, 88.
He was 88.
Wait, what? He was that
What?
old? Holy
Wow.
shit!
Dude,
that
he was
is
born.
right.
He was born in
88.
31.
Wow.
Holy shit! I would not have known he was that old.
Dude,
That's crazy.
his credits go back to the 50s, I believe. Let me see.
That is crazy. God
Yeah, his
damn.
credits go back to 56, dude, for TV.
Dude, that's
and
cool,
shit.
man. Good for him.
Yeah, that dude had a hell of a career then. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad because people like that are not gonna get like the credit that they deserve. He's gonna get.
I know.
He's gonna
Well,
get
yeah,
like a
just
little.
because
A little.
lately they haven't done much, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna get like a little mention at the Oscars, and that's gonna be it. But that dude was.
Yeah.
He was so great in so many roles.
That's
And
insane, dude.
It
I
sucks.
cannot believe he was that old. God damn.
Yeah, man. Fucking Men in Black. He was killer in Men in Black.
Yeah.
I know he was. It was
Yeah.
great.
He
was
was
really
like the bright
good.
spot of that movie.
Mhm.
I mean, I just felt like he always came across younger than that man to me. I don't know. God damn.
All right.
Wow. Because he had to be what? Men in Black. How long ago did Men in Black come out?
Was that like 95 or
90-something.
something? 97?
Let me see.
So we're talking about like maybe 20 something years ago, like 22 years ago. So he was in his 60s then.
Yeah.
God
Probably.
damn.
Reopen last close tab. Let's see. Da-da-da. You guys made me go through all this shit. You know I love you
sorry.
for. He also
all
was the
go.
voice of Zeus in Hercules.
Oh,
Men in
cool.
Black was 97.
97.
I like how we like
goddamn.
all asked Nick to look this stuff up, like we're all not in front of a computer.
Oh no, right. I have
Oh no, I just take it upon myself because I get pissed off. Like if somebody fucking asks a question I don't know, I want to fucking know it.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to handle the Switch or wait for Rob to come back?
No, we can go ahead and talk about it. That's major breaking news.
Yeah. This week, Nintendo announced the Nintendo Switch Lite.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
Go ahead,
Josh.
Russ.
You can probably explain. I have a question about this thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
isn't the Switch already doesn't the Switch already have the ability to become a handheld game
Has the
basically?
ability to.
Yeah,
Right.
but you can
It does,
also
right?
use it on your console
Right.
as a console. This
Okay.
is a
Is this gonna be-
solely dedicated
That's
handheld that
that's what I wanted
plays
to know.
Switch games.
I wanted to. That's what I was wondering. Was it? I thought Nintendo was trying to okey doke on us and just make
No.
the same thing and make it a little smaller. Yeah, PlayStation puts out their
The
system. They make
Vita.
it slim. Or yeah,
Yeah.
remember the Vita? The Vita was funny. But that's cool. Okay, so this is basically strictly a little like a. I guess this is gonna be the replacement for the
This is what's going to replace the 3DS at this
3DS. Wow,
Yep.
We said.
my daughter's gonna be hating on that shit, dude. She loves her 3DS. I know they're gonna make games for a little while more longer. I'm sure for the 3DS.
They're no longer making first-party games for the 3DS.
They're not.
No, they
Yeah,
said
oh,
that
wow.
last month. No more first-party games for the 3DS. However, third-party companies, not named Nintendo, can
Dude.
still develop games for the
I
3DS.
feel like I should
How,
have.
and they're still going to provide support for the system for the next couple of years.
So does that
Yeah,
mean?
I feel like
They're
I
not? So no more Pokemon games are gonna be coming out for
Well,
it.
dude,
No new Pokemon games for the 3DS.
So,
No.
like that's what I should have at least seen this coming because Pokemon's Sword and Shield, they're coming out on the Switch, and like that's like their next two big titles, like how they have
Right.
X and Y or like Sun
Right.
and Moon. But so like I guess I should have seen that coming, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. You're
Hey
right.
Josh, these two can they play any Switch games or just,
The Switch Lite will play any Switch
Okay.
game.
Oh,
The controllers are connected to it, so as a result, the controller layout is a little bit different. Instead of having the directional buttons on the left-hand side of the controller, it is a dedicated directional D-pad. And because of it, since it's not going to be using the haptic feedback, it doesn't have the sensors in it, so it makes it cheaper to produce. And they're putting it out in 3 colors: a turquoise, a gray, and a yellow, and it's going to retail for $199.99, so $100 cheaper.
we'll be getting at least one.
Yeah.
And it's not much smaller than the actual Switch.
No.
No, they
Dude,
did look.
I
It looked
I
really
like
close.
the size, man. I like the size. Like,
So do I.
I think with like the 3DS XL, I think they kind of moved away from it, like trying to make them as small as they can, because like if like cell phones have done that in recent years, like they've got away from
Yeah.
like they tried to go really small and then they kind of went away from that, you know.
Man.
Yeah. Well, people want a bigger screen, dude. You want a
That's what,
bigger.
that's what I want, you know.
Yeah. Right. All this
You
old black
can-
motherfuckers can't see shit.
You can still do local wireless and link up to 8 Switch games, or 8 Switch and Switch Lite consoles together.
So you can like
Oh,
all
that's
play
cool,
like
man.
dope.
all play Mario
Yeah.
Kart together and shit.
Yeah.
God
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. Dude. Can you imagine running that shit? That'd be nuts, man.
Yeah,
That's
dude, this
actually
is
fun. I might have to get 2.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it looks pretty good. I'll probably end up getting my daughter one for Christmas.
Yeah, that's where we're
Yeah.
at. My son's been wanting one, and I was looking at just regular Switches, and then like a few days later they announced this, and I was like, perfect, man, because
Yeah.
like he has no interest in like console games anyways. Like everything he wants to play is handheld. So
Well, let me ask you: Can you take say my daughter has her Switch? Can I take that? That's the new one that's coming out, and can I play with her? Like hook up with her,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
It's compatible both with regular Switch and the Switch Lite. Yes.
That's really cool, dude. Oh man, yeah. I think
Dude,
Santa Claus is gonna have to
Nintendo,
bring
man,
me one. For
Nintendo's
Christmas.
awesome.
Our guest.
So yeah,
from-
that's
our guest showed up in the chat. Brock, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Brock?
Brock,
Hey, Brock was like, dude,
excellent
I
show
checked
today. Excellent customs as usual.
Yeah,
Dude, Brock
I-
came back, man. How about that? We didn't scare him away.
Yeah,
I watched
know.
it. By the way, Nick, I checked it out.
You saw that? You saw that
I
one I was
did.
telling you about?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, Brock. We were talking about the guy who took the Mythic Legion's Cringer and painted
Yeah,
it as a
like
snow
snow leopard.
leopard kind of shit.
Oh, that was insane, dude. Oh
That
my
was
god,
really
that's
nice.
amazing. That was really good work. Because it even did the tail too. Did everything.
Yeah.
That was great, man. And the armor looked awesome too. God damn, that's brilliant, man.
I'm doing good blowing through this shit, guys. We are gonna have time for a discussion.
Nice.
Cuphead. Oh, Brock says that's a girl that did that. The fucking
Really?
Cringer. Yeah.
But she did an amazing job. I mean, wow. Shout out to her. Wherever. Like she's watching. Anyway.
Yeah, if I'm not careful,
Even
I
chat.
talk the whole fucking show and fucking like review it. Because there were so many good customs this week too.
There was a lot of good ones, man. I was blown away by this shit, man.
Yeah.
That Spider Knight was fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, that Spider Knight was cool too. Yeah.
That was badass.
All right, so for our next topic of news, Cuphead is coming to Netflix. Do you guys know what the fuck this shit is?
yep.
Okay, talk about it.
Yeah, let
Well,
us know.
Cuphead is a very, very fun, very difficult game that came out a couple of years back, and it's completely hand-drawn animation in the old school, like 30s style animation.
It looks incredible, man.
Yeah. Well, the show is going to be executive produced by the creators of the video game,
Good.
and they're going to be working directly with the animators. And, it's now in production. No release date's been announced. But the game itself, it focuses on Cuphead and his brother Mugman. And they accidentally gamble away their souls to the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So they're, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
That's like a
insane, man.
dark turn.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's so yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get their souls back from the devil in the game. It's not a game for kids. It's really not.
Dude,
But
my
it's
son's always watching it on YouTube, like watching playthroughs and stuff.
oh yeah,
That's the only reason I know about it, because it's like the animation captured my attention. I was like, dude, this is beautiful, and like the music's awesome. Like it's really cool.
yeah. But
You're-
Cuphead, it's a pretty awesome looking game. Let me see.
So this is
If we can-
gonna be like a cartoon or some shit, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a cartoon.
Okay, so it's not Netflix doing a game.
No,
Okay.
it's an animated comedy series.
All right.
However, there is a game that just came out about a week ago that came out on July the 3rd that was in partner with Netflix. They made a Stranger Things 3 game, and it follows the plot of Stranger Things 3.
And
And it's a puzzle game. It's awesome.
Isn't it like 8-bit too or something?
It's very retro. It's kind of more 16-bit retro style animation, but it's pretty awesome. So, but yeah, the whole Cuphead thing, I'm looking forward to that. They're going to call it the Cuphead Show. It's going to be produced for King Features. They also own the rights to popular comic properties such as Popeye, Garfield, and Archie. So, yeah. So it's the latest video game that's going to be adapted to the small screen, because we got a live action series based on The Witcher coming to Netflix later this year. There's a live action Halo series in production at Showtime, and an adaptation of Ubisoft's upcoming video game Skull and Bones as a film and TV series universe. So
Pluggers are busy, dude. Jesus Christ. It's going nuts, man. Everyone's just busting on their own content. It's just nuts.
Yo,
I mean, this is the future of TV, man. Here we go.
Yo, E in the chat brought up the fact Ultimate Alliance 3 is next week,
yep.
and that's a Switch only title.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yes, it is. As of right now, it is.
It's funny. I love the fact that Nintendo is kind of dropping down a little bit of the barrier a little bit. Nintendo always was kind of like the family, only like kiddie games and shit, and they didn't like to go, and it's like nice to see that they're.
Did you not ever play Conker's Bad Fur Day on the 64?
I never did. No, I didn't. I never played that before.
You ever hear of it?
Oh
my God!
Is it crazy?
Well, one of the yeah.
Really? I mean, I know there was some that they had that were a little bit, but I mean, nothing like what Sony was doing. And I mean, I don't know. It's good to see them opening up a little bit and letting some shit out,
Conker's Bad Fur Day was the first mature title ever released, I think, for Nintendo.
Okay.
It came out on the 64. It featured graphic violence, alcohol and tobacco usage, profanity, vulgar humor, and pop culture references. One of the enemies that you had to fight and kill was a giant shit monster.
That's
yeah.
Great.
Was that your first cameo in a game?
No, it wasn't. But I keep that on the down low.
I would
All right, guys.
You guys are fucking crazy. Shit talking. See what I did there? Anyway.
It's called. He just look up Conker's Bad Fur Day, the Great Mighty Pooh song, because he sings while you're fighting him, and he throws like shit-filled corn nuggets at you.
Shit-filled coin nuggets is going to be
corn nuggets.
Corn nuggets is going to be the name of the show.
Shit-filled corn nuggets. There you go.
Talking about demonetization. All right, next up, Josh, can you pull a picture for this? SDCC announced that they are going to have an exclusive Sith Trooper. That's Black Series, right?
Well, they announced the Black Series, and then they went ahead and announced like the Hot Toys one.
Yeah.
And then they did like all the role play, like kids costume stuff. But this is it's interesting. I posted a meme about it said like Trooper in a different color, and then it was like Star Wars fans freaking out or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But which is totally me because I'm a huge Star Wars head. But the Sith Trooper title to me is interesting. I'm interested to see where they go.
It's gonna have to have do something with Palpatine.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm hoping it does because I'm
highlighting Josh right now so you guys can see.
Yeah. Like if it just said like First Order Elite Trooper or like something like that, I'd just be like, okay, whatever. But the name has me curious.
I like the textured look on the armor here.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like a Death Trooper
and on the helmet.
Yeah. I think the face trooper reminds me of kind of a death, or the face, like the helmet sculpt kind of reminds me of a Death Trooper almost. And like
it's gonna be $32.
The steal, man, for what you do.
And look at all the weaponry it comes with. 5 different weapons.
Everything you
with a red and black deco with looks like it's got some dry brushing of gunmetal on there.
Yeah,
to give it some weathering.
That's pretty cool, man. Oh, I like.
There's the Hot Toys one.
Yep, there's a Hot Toys version as well. It looks really, really sharp. If you look here in the elbow joints and the knee joints, it looks like it's kind of like a rubberized material to give it flexibility. Yeah, that's cool looking.
So is the Black Series one, is that like an exclusive or something for the?
It just calls it the early release edition.
Okay.
So you can get it at SDCC with all this for $32, and I'd say the $20 price point will just come with one blaster.
Yeah, they'll definitely have it available, I'm sure.
Yeah,
they'll just dumb it down.
You'll be able to buy it somewhere.
They do.
That's nice. I like the Death Troopers that they did. They were really cool.
That's a pretty sharp deco. I like that.
I know too. That's nice
for sure.
Huh? Look at Hasbro getting creative. All right.
Well, it's not. They do this with all their I don't think they've ever had a. I might be wrong. Like a proper exclusive that wasn't just like an early release. They're doing that kind of like cartoon colored Boba Fett. That might be one, but pretty much everything else. The only thing that's really exclusive is just like accessories.
Yeah.
Like everything else you can get it later on. But hey, I mean, it's a cool get, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little repaint idea. You know, this is going a cool repaint.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I'm cool with that. Like I always tell everyone, get cool with repaints because they're a way of life. Just get used to it. You're gonna see it. You can, man.
Yeah.
E
fuck
says no more Black Series for
Dude,
me.
I saw that, man. Dude, Black Series.
I can understand that. Like, you know,
Yeah, but
They're so much better than they used
they
to.
are.
they are, but like the thing is with how much better they're getting, you can mix them in with figure arts and have a mostly figure arts collection. You know what I'm saying? Because like that fucking Tarkin, dude.
Yeah, but the problem with figure arts is figure arts scales a little bit smaller than Black Series, so it's kind of like some you can get away with it, but some of the figure arts figures just don't look right.
Black Series got to the point where like that Tarkin, like it's if I was still collecting as heavy as I was, like I have that, and if SH Figure Arts or Mayfex was like, hey, we're making one too, I wouldn't even buy it because the Black Series one's good enough.
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
Black Series Tarkin, I've got it in my hand right now, and it's fucking beautiful.
It's fantastic.
That fucking head sculpt is straight on point.
And for $20, man, you can't beat that shit, dude. Because I remember, like every one I bought, I had to like immediately take it home and repaint the face. But now,
yeah, it's because your face is just so fucked up.
Yeah, but now it's so good.
And E mentioned, he said, except Zeb when he gets released. I got to go back and get fucking Ezra and Chop.
I'm worried they're not going to make it.
And Sabine.
I'm worried.
So somebody hit me up in the ROC group was hit me up and then messaged me and said, like, it was a guy, I guess I'd been in a conversation in one of the in one of the, like, after we were all commenting on a something that was posted up by somebody, and I had said something about I'm waiting for that Ezra, right, looking for that, and he hits me up. He's like, dude, you're hitting GameStop. You should check GameStop.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So on a whim, I stopped again. I just stopped at a GameStop that I normally it's like in Manassas. I would never even stop at this one normally, right? And I stopped and there it was Ezra right on the shelf. I said, I got to get this now. You don't get it now, you might not see it again.
He doesn't come with Chopper. Chopper's a separate release, right?
Yeah, not Chopper. Yep, got Chopper for Anna as well. That was we found that at the Tashi Station toy store that Jason introduced me to, and that's great. That's fun, man.
I call him Tashi Jason, man.
Hey, Jason's got the hookup there. Let me tell you, Jason's definitely got the homie hookup. The guy that owns that place is a cool dude, though. I like him. He's really into this shit, man, big time. he's like that guy that's always trying to like do anything he can to make his store more interesting. You know, I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, I love my local LCS too, man.
Yeah, it's nice, dude.
It's nice when they take pride in their shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, moving on to the stuff that I like.
All right.
We talked about DC last week or a few weeks ago closing Vertigo while they're amping up their Black Label imprint. They're also retconning some of their independent stuff to go on that label. Like the Brian Azzarello Joker is now considered a Black Label book. So Black Label is going to be basically self-contained shit from the DC universe, and the two books that they're pimping right now that are going to be coming out soon are The Question and The Joker.
Nice.
Now, The Joker is going to be called Joker Killer Smile, and it will focus on the Joker upending the life of an Arkham mental health professional, but not Harley Quinn. Instead, Joker's target will be a new character, Dr. Ben Arnell, created by Lemire and Sorrentino for the series. So it's going to be like Joker basically fucking with this dude's life. I'm all over it.
That sounds like a really good story, actually, because it sounds like that's something the Joker would do. You know, that sounds funny, man. I always love when you do a story like that. That's kind of like almost outside of canon. You know, what I mean, it's sort of like it's just a standalone story, right? But you're taking the character, and I'm okay with doing a little subtle changes, but you got to make sure you're getting the character like make sure the character is going to do shit that the character would do.
Yeah.
That way people can know that is the Joker. You know, that is That's a psychopath that we know.
Yeah, I hear that. The other book I'm really interested in, and it's called The Questions, The Deaths of Vic Sage, with artists Dennis Cowan and Bill Sienkiewicz, who had that great run on New Mutants. He's done like Moon Knight covers. He's just an amazing artist. So that's going to be the cover artist for the series, and basically what it's about is the question, going around and investigating all the deaths that he's had and why he keeps coming back. And so, like,
see, the question is asking questions.
As always.
I got it.
But yeah, I know not everybody's into the question, but he was always a great character. And in the Justice League cartoon, they did him some justice too.
Yeah, he was cool. He
Like
played
that double date episode. That was actually written by Gail Simone.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
He played like a key part, man. There's some crazy shit that went down though.
And they're starting to use him more in the DC universe. Like, Batman went to him in a recent arc. There was like a dream arc. It's really fucking crazy. But I've always been a huge question mark. Even like I've always preferred him over Rorschach.
Okay.
Because like, as everybody knows, the Question was a Charlton character, and when Alan Moore first started writing Watchmen, he was using the Charlton characters and then just changed them all.
Yeah. That's cool though. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Question is awesome. He's a good character. I mean, probably doesn't get the love he deserves, but
and he was created by Steve Ditko. So,
like, if anything, I like his name, Steve Ditko. All right,
he was the co-creator of Spider-Man also.
Well, there you go. That's that right there alone makes you like world famous. You're the man.
And he was a huge Ayn Rand guy, which, like, in his later writings as he got older, became very, very apparent. All right, guys. The next one is DC has a teen book with an African-American young lady in the lead called Naomi. And they just revealed her last name in the comic, and it's Naomi McDuffie. Now, the reason why that is significant is that Dwayne McDuffie was a huge creator in the DC universe. He was instrumental in Milestone, Justice League. He wrote quite a few episodes of the television show, the Static Shock cartoon.
Yeah.
He had a great run on Justice League before he died.
That's what I know him mostly from, is Justice League.
Yeah.
Stuff. So.
So it's really nice of DC to go ahead and give, a tribute to Dwayne McDuffie.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't realize how important he was. He died at, I believe, like 40 over complications of a heart surgery. And what the fuck is Chuck talking about? Telling you to wake up, Russ.
I'm trying, Chuck, dude. I've been drinking, dude. I'm sorry. The alcohol's kicking my ass, Chuck.
Poor Chuck, you don't
Listen,
understand.
Chuck is excited. He gets to fucking tell somebody to wake up for a change.
Yeah, I know, right?
You always falling asleep. Don't give me no shit.
I always thought Chuck was narcoleptic, but
I did too at one point. I think I messed up and asked him, is he epileptic? I was like, no, dumbass.
Epileptic. Jesus Christ, Russ.
I got my epileptic mixed, my Olympics mixed up, whatever the fuck.
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you drinking in the first place, so we can gauge how much we should fucking make fun of you?
I'm drinking vodka and cherry Pepsi.
Oh,
Can't even
No.
What the fuck? It's not even cherry Coke. Oh,
Dude.
Because cherry Coke is ass, dude. Cherry Pepsi's awesome.
Cherry. Oh my god, Pepsi.
It's
products.
nice and sweet.
The only Pepsi products you should be drinking are in the Mountain Dew family.
Oh, are you kidding me? What, so I can be like those fucking people in Kentucky? Get out of here. I'm sorry if you're
somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat close to you said, "Don't mind Russ. He is tired from training for the Special Olympics."
You talking about Chuck?
Anna.
Russ has joined the Jamaican bobsled team.
Dude, I could never do that. I would just want to
Good for you,
smoke
Russ,
pot all
man.
day.
Dude, bobsled's easy. You just gotta sit there, man. We talking
Nah,
about?
you gotta run, dude, to start to
You
push
gotta
that
run.
thing,
You
man.
ain't running.
Yeah, you gotta run. I'd be like, fuck that, dude. I ain't run. I'm smoking, dude. Get
You'd
out
be like, I'm gonna sit. You guys just run it, okay?
I'd be like more like John Candy's character. Just stand there and watch. Oh, that's another. By the way, great movie. Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Recommend it. Awesome.
I watched that movie every day when I was a kid.
Fucking
Yeah,
Malik Yoba before New York Undercover.
yeah.
I love that.
See,
movie.
Nick, this is where you get too
Oh,
deep, man. Nobody knows those actors, man.
Yeah.
You didn't watch New York Undercover?
No, man. I was
That was like
4
great.
when that shit came out.
That was a great fucking show, man.
Yeah.
Malik Yoba and Michael D. Lorenzo.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that pull.
It was a nice pull, actually. Goddamn. Good for you.
All right. I had a discussion idea this week. And my idea was that I think personally that you have to be on the top of your game when you're talking about nerd shit right now. I think that there's never been a more knowledgeable nerd fan base for anything. Whether you go from Transformers to Marvel to DC, no matter what anybody decides to, call their fandom, in order to fit in, I don't think that there's been a time where you have to know your shit more.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with that.
Okay.
Everybody's got an entry level somewhere. Some people have to learn about things. You don't have to necessarily be the end all be all know it all about a specific area.
You're right.
In order to be valued in a fandom.
That's true, but what I get aggravated with people about sometimes is when they kind of play it off like they know a lot,
but they clearly don't.
Yeah, because they're afraid to ask questions.
So
like,
they're a
afraid to
poser.
say,
Yeah.
Me, I have to ask you guys all the time about shit because I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You're like the dumb little puppy of the show.
I am.
But that's okay.
Right.
We love you and we give you head pats.
But
Right.
but Josh, the point is, it's okay with us. But if he would say
it should be okay with everybody.
it should be, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's not. That's true.
Dude,
People try to pull your nerd card all the time, man.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
thing I'll
That's
say
all
is
right.
you can't go telling people you don't like Rogue One, dude. Outside of
Listen, dude, I'm sorry, you guys. I know people get mad at me. They're like, "You're not a Star Wars fan." I'm like, "Dude, I'm sorry,
I
man.
tell you what,
I like Star Wars, but Rogue One sucked."
the first person that can pull my leg off can have my nerd card.
Like the one,
The prosthetic.
yeah, I'm about to say the other one. Do you want to lose both of them? Shit.
But yeah, dude, that's an interesting thing you brought up, man. Because like Nick, you said posers, man. So like, do you ever feel like when you hear certain people, like I think I noticed this with like YouTubers, that I'm like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just trying to get traffic on their channel.
That
Dude,
and
there's
like articles, like BuzzFeed articles and shit like that, where they're like the top 10, blah 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 blah, and it's just a list of shit that's come out in the past 5 years.
Comicbook.com.
Yeah,
Just in general.
Comicbook.com is a trash site.
Yeah, and it's like there's a shit like we talked about. Like somebody did that art. It was like Keanu Reeves is Revan, and I posted in our chat. I was like, dude, watch comicbook.com is gonna have a headline tomorrow. Keanu Reeves to play Darth Revan.
Yeah.
And it's in this person's art.
But I will say this about that. I thought that would just be a cool idea.
Yeah, I did too.
It's a cool idea, but if you ever see, here's the thing: if you're new to a fandom and you're going to comicbook.com to learn about that fandom, get a new site to learn from.
Well, yeah,
because they're usually the only person they're usually the only site posting whatever particular
Dude,
article
I'm
you're
glad
reading.
I'm glad
But
you
they're-
mentioned that,
yeah.
Josh, because it's like that's another part of knowledge is knowing where to go for news and where not to go
Yeah.
for news.
That's
you
a
know?
good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because
I
you
mean,
Well,
can
it's
go
always
that-
a good idea to cross-reference anything you see. It's
Well-
like, okay, well, this site's reporting this. Well, who else is reporting on that or something similar in the vein of it?
Yeah.
If it's multiple sites are reporting it, then you know it's pretty much going to be reliable. You
Yeah.
know, whereas if it's just one site, some guy saying, "Oh, this is exactly the definitive. This is the way it is," and that's the only guy saying that or the only site saying that, it's probably bullshit.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say something that might catch me some flack, but it's like you guys know me. I'm like the most progressive-minded person, probably liberal-minded person. You know, I'll admit it. But a lot of times, like on YouTube, when I see like like attractive girls, I'm like, are they don't know what they're talking about. Or not that, but I'm like, are they just doing this to get views or something?
Now,
that's the most fun
there's-
thing to say, but I don't know.
there's this one female YouTuber that I've seen, Comic Book Girl 19. That girl is very knowledgeable and knows her shit, and she is a
Yeah.
legit fan. Whereas you'll see people that say they're fans and do these things, but yet don't have a broad knowledge about things, but they're always wearing these very low cut tops and conveniently their camera is angled down
Yep.
and this and that. And he's like, you know, I get what you're
That's what
doing. I'm not knocking you for trying to bring traffic to your channel, but don't spread disinformation that you're not sure about. That's an irritating thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
well,
And it's
okay.
like I follow. We mentioned that you know that Star Wars theory guy.
Yeah.
I'm a subscriber to him, and like a lot of his thumbnails and then like video titles are like super misleading to what like he actually says. Like that kind of shit drives me crazy, man. Because,
Well,
like,
it's because he's definitely going for to get you to click on it and get me interested. That all YouTubers do that, though. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
but
I mean, like me, I put penis pictures on mine all the time. Click on this. Look at the big penis. All right.
yeah.
And then you get in there and it's just Russ with his little worm dangling.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's
They're
something
like,
else
oh,
to
how
do with
disappointing.
thumbnail.
I was like, look, it was up close.
But it's like that's the same type of shit that like with comicbook.com, like post what you want to say, have that be the headline or the Tyler video. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but this day and age, dude, it's all about because look, if somebody clicks on that video, boom, that's a view right there.
Yeah, but it's like
Got
fool me once, shame on
Yeah.
you. Fool me
Yeah, but
twice,
he's got
shame on me. So it's like
he's got a lot of people.
Are you talking about Mike Zero?
Nah, the
Sorry.
guy.
Star Wars theory.
Yeah, Sam was just talking about how sometimes a lot of his thumbnails can be really deceiving, like as to what he actually
video
talks about.
titles. Yeah.
And I agree with him. I think they can be some. Like I still like him because I think he talks about cool shit. He comes up with some wild theories on stuff, and I think it's awesome. You know.
Speaking of him, he just got a multi-million-dollar contract to do the sequels to that Vader fan film he did.
That's really cool. So they actually hooked him up for that, huh?
So that he doesn't have to monetize and all that shit.
Well, I remember he was trying to do they was trying to get money, but they said you can't get money by doing a crowdfunding thing, right? And
they're basically saying like, you can't make money off of our shit.
Yeah, they were like tying his hands together on it, but that's awesome that he's getting like support. That's cool. Because that was really good. That Vader thing he did was awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. And he's a good dude, but I agree with you, Sam. Like, sometimes his shit can be very misleading. You're like, well, this looks cool.
Like, I'm still a subscriber because I think he does a lot to bring more eyes to it. But what were you about to say, Nick?
I was just gonna say that like what you guys were talking about earlier about like knowing where to go to for news. I'm gonna blast a YouTuber real quick, and it's Mike Zero. Fuck that guy. Fuck Mike Zero. Mike Zero puts out a theory a day and says that he has reliable sources within Lucasfilm.
Nick, sometimes he'll put out like four or five videos within like a 12-hour time period. It's crazy.
It's insane. This guy just takes whatever little fucking shit he hears on the internet and sometimes just makes shit up and reports it as real news. That shit does nothing for the fandom, and all it does is get you clickbait. I'm glad you're fucking successful at it, dude. But maybe have some fucking principles. Fucking,
Sam,
man, that to me is like
what you were just talking about, Sam. No, what you were just talking about, Sam. That guy, Mike Zero, is way worse than the Star Wars theory guy. Way worse. That dude. Oh man, he's a douchebag.
Like I think he had like Yoda to kill Luke confirmed for Last Jedi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shit like that. Yoda to kill Luke. I'm almost positive that was him.
But it's like, so when you guys, let me ask you, like, I'm in my job. I work with a lot of other adults that are, some are my age, some are older, and then like students between the ages of like 12 and 14, right? And I hear a lot of people talking about nerd stuff, which 10 years ago probably wasn't a thing, just because of like how much more like popular it's become. But it's like I hear people like saying bullshit, you know what I mean? Like stuff that's not true. And it's like, when you guys hear stuff like that, do you feel the need to like correct them, set them straight, or does it kind of depend on the situation, or do you just leave it alone?
It depends on the situation. If I know the person, I'm going to tend to chime in and add my opinions to what they're saying.
Man.
That's where I'm at too. It depends on the situation. It depends on the person. Like if me and that person have that type of relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, that's not the correct thing to think, or that's not what really happened. Or
hey, go Nick. Here's a good one, Nick. That he did. This just kills me. Snoke's big secret of Vader changes everything in The Rise of Skywalker, right? And you're like, what big secret? Get the fuck out of here. Where you heard this from, right?
Yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker.
It's always a source within LucasArts.
Yeah, always a source. There's always a source he has. He's
terrible, man. That's terrible.
Oh, it's really. Oh my god,
find one that pisses me off.
There's been a few that I've watched, and I was like, why do I keep getting suckered into this schmuck? Because I know it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. Nothing he's saying is legit, and he can't prove any of it. But he says it like it's news, like he's breaking news. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He's just breaking wind out of his mouth.
There you go. You beat me to it, Josh. Nice.
Yeah. All right. 7 hours ago, Palpatine is Snoke in The Rise of Skywalker.
There you go.
Leaked hints. 2 months ago, The Rise of Skywalker, Snoke's identity revealed.
Yeah. So 2 months ago, he said Snoke's identity is revealed.
Oh, here we go. Nah, dude, here we go. 12 hours ago, The Rise of Skywalker, Darth Maul leaks will shock fans. It's like, motherfucker, they've already killed Maul in continuity.
Yeah.
In canon.
Maul is gone, my friend. He is Dunsky.
Yeah.
You're only going to see him in a prequel. That's it.
Prequel. I like that.
That's
but dude,
it.
so was Palpatine. We thought he was dead too.
Yeah, see, right. Or any real fan knows that drop would not kill a Sith Lord of Palpatine's number. He was too powerful for that.
Is that what that dude sounds like?
Maybe.
That's so funny, dude, because that's kind of how I envision this guy being. You know, it's like, but yeah, I mean that's a good point though. Like, I mean, okay, so you guys feel like you're like you have a responsibility to like educate people.
If somebody's asking a question, yeah.
Nick,
I'm not a Jehovah, so no.
So you don't. Okay. So Josh, you don't take it upon yourself to say, "Hey, listen, dude, like, don't say that. You're gonna look like an idiot."
If I know the person, I will engage in conversation with them. If I don't know the person, I move on about my day.
Nick, I'm kind of with you. But like, if they ask a question, I'll answer it. But for the most part, I have to stay out because I don't know. It's like I always have like that knee jerk reaction. Like if they're like spouting off bullshit, I'm like I need to correct them, but then I'm like, just like you're just move on with your day. I guess
I mean,
See, I'm not wired that way. If I see bullshit, I'm one of those dudes that's gotta be like, "You fucked up."
yeah.
See, I'm the
You see
asshole.
bullshit, you want to put your fingers in it and squish it.
I do like to squish it.
But do you think that like that mic could turn some people off?
Absolutely, it turned me off of the comic
Yeah.
community.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it really did. I used to be a member of so many comic book groups on Facebook, on websites and shit. But that that fandom, it's just,
man.
ugh.
Yeah.
I seriously, like, the bullshit that the Transformer community does, as pissed off as you can get at that. The comic community is like to the 10th factor. You know.
Wow.
And like, there's so many different like such shit like Comic Gate, and like certain comic companies only employing certain ratios of people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's just,
Man, so like I will speak on that sometimes because I feel like whenever people get like when people have like severe like gross misrepresentations of what comic books kind of are and what they always have been. So like whenever like they do something in comic books and people are like, oh, all this like social justice warrior bullshit, blah blah blah, and like to me that's what, as I understand it, comic books have always been is a platform to spread these more, I guess, like what you call progressive ideas. You know, like the X-Men were an allegory for racism, sexism,
right.
Homophobia,
Any kind of exclusionism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some people that just like comic. They like comic books to be entertained, right? They don't want to be
like as an adult. You have to
right, but
what it is, you know.
But
right.
What you got to understand is, no matter what agenda they put in these books, that you might be able to see as an adult, their primary focus is on hooking kids.
True.
So these kids are going to grow up with whatever message they put in these comics.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they're showing that, hey, this character, just because of their skin color or their sexual orientation or their gender, can do this, whatever, and is included in this group, I think it's a good message.
Oh, definitely, man, because it is about inclusion and kids seeing themselves represented, like that shit is important. And like, if you're for some reason threatened by that, like, that's your bad.
It's funny. There was a time,
but at the same, just real quick, Russ. But at the same time, you can also have an opinion when they do it wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So like,
so it's not just like a blanket thing saying every inclusionary thing that Marvel or DC or whoever does is great, because it's not. You can still have an opinion on, what's going on, but you can't. Like, you can't fault them for actually trying to put something into place that's, inclusive.
It's
go ahead.
I'll say comics have become a real medium. They are. They have been for a long time.
Yeah,
they are a real part of the media. They I know people like to think of media as just the news. No, it's way more than that. And comic books have they've had a lasting like imprint on society. There's comic book stories that were controversial that have over the last 30 years.
Do you remember the fucking controversy when they had North Star come out?
Well, it's like, I'm glad you brought that up, because like you said, it is they got to be careful how they play that, because like, if I was a gay person and they, say Marvel came out with a gay character, if that was like their only defining quality, I would feel like that they were almost pandering to me.
Yeah.
Which would be like disingenuous. like I think if they were gay, but they had like a more complex character, and that wasn't just all they focused
Yeah.
on.
Good point.
It
I
just
totally
depends
agree
on
with
how
that.
they handle it, you know, because like
Right.
it could come off as like they're
Yeah.
pandering or they're patronizing them.
I thought they handled North Star well. I thought
No, I
that
agree.
was well. Me and Josh got into it because like my thing is a lot of times when they do a change like that, they retcon it. And so Josh's favorite character is Iceman. And so
Right.
recently they had
You prime said.
Iceman forced out of the closet as gay. And I thought that because of one of the ways that they wrote it right before the next book, it seemed like they were retconning that. But no, they've run with it, which is cool. I mean, I would rather see them run with a story than do something like have a character come out or whatever, or become say that they're oh my god, I wanted to say transvestite, but that's not the word. Transgender. Thank you.
Although saying that they're a transvestite would be very amusing.
Well, that too.
But I'm just like,
but anything like that, I would rather have them run with the story than try and take an easy writing cue out and just sweep it under the rug.
No, I got you. I hear you. I mean, it's one thing to use something like that just to sell some comics. It's another thing to take something like that and actually do something cool with it, and show that that there's a wide representation in this world that we've created of everybody.
That's what you want to see,
right? And that's cool, and I don't mind when they do stuff like again. And if you're in the fandom and you don't know. Some people don't know about probably comic books enough to know about that, and I think that if you were talking about that, some people might be like, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
E in the chat says, like retconning Iceman, but they changed how many years of history. It was a bad move.
Well, maybe
he never had a. I don't know.
I don't know. I
mean,
look,
he dated a couple times in the comics, but like the way.
Yeah, but always unsuccessfully too, and he ended up being better friends with them afterwards. Then
right, but the thing is like. This happens to people. There are married men that come out, as gay after they've been married and had kids and just been like, this isn't what I wanted. I wasn't strong enough to, do what I needed to do.
But the fact that they had sex with a woman,
that it was wrong.
And they were attracted enough to have sex with a woman. Doesn't that make them bi, not just gay?
Dude, well, I don't think it's just like they're like they're attracted. I think like maybe because the household that they grew up in, maybe they had like more traditional minded parents who were like, no, being gay is wrong. So they were like, well, I have to have sex with the woman.
Yeah,
I have
to
societal pressures. And
exactly.
Do you think they were?
Things like
it's an incredible man that can perform under such stress. Oh my gosh.
Well, dude, I think it's like when you have like years and years of like social conditioning telling you that like the way you are is wrong. You're gonna do. I mean, we kind of all in a way are like desperate to conform.
Just for like a powerful version of what we're talking about with like somebody coming out later in life. There's a movie called Kinsey. And there's an older woman in that when Kinsey is taking people's sexual histories and she talks about how she found out she was a lesbian and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess
in older in life, and so
and I know that happens. I mean, there's been lots of stories of that happening with men and women, both. They've, but I'm always like, I guess I always saw like if you're truly a homosexual, I mean, I always imagine that meant you're attracted to the same sex.
Yeah,
that means
you are. But like you don't. You can also, Russ. You can force yourself to fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you can,
I don't know.
bury your You can bury your feelings.
I disagree with that because like Nick, you're a heterosexual male, Nick, correct?
I don't like how you're labeling me.
Do you like women?
I
or
do
men.
like women.
You like women. Men are okay. Could you literally? You think you could force yourself to have sex with a guy?
Dude, if someone paid me enough money, I'd
you
figure it
can't
out.
make that argument because heterosexualism is the norm. So your societal pressure. Hold on. No.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
it's completely different because what we're talking about is peer pressure and history pushing on you. So if I was a gay person that was trying to pass, that's why, because of the societal pressure, not knowing, whatever. There are a million reasons why.
Yeah,
That's an incredible
it might
person.
be like it might be like this impulse that you have, but like they just bury it because kind of going back to like.
So you're saying they basically like brainwash those feelings out of you?
Yeah, and like you
You do it to yourself.
You do it to yourself?
Yeah.
Everybody does that with something.
Because
everybody has. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I had a friend of mine when I was a teenager. I didn't know for the longest time. I didn't know he was gay because he messed around with girls and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out he literally had to. Well, he had to literally. You know what he would do to have sex with girls? He would imagine guy. He would imagine she was a boy. He would imagine she was a guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
He had to literally do that kind of thing because he couldn't get it up. He couldn't get it up because he wasn't attracted to her.
And
I wonder if
there's a million people out there like that, and there's a million people with like a different story of how and why. It's all going to be varied. It is. It's like personally, this is just my personal feeling, and we're getting onto a pretty heavy subject. But personally, I feel that like your sexuality is your business.
I agree with that. I think that's true.
Yeah.
The thing is that using sexuality to drive a book's sales,
it's pandering, dude.
Pandering.
I don't like
it.
I don't like it, man.
And EE brought up a great point in the chat, and I've said this myself. He said, I would rather them make a new character.
Yep.
There are times where they do things correctly with established characters, but they're very few and far between. And yes, I agree. If you want to make a African American, see, I didn't say black. I was good. If you want to make a new black character, great. Make that black character as awesome as you can. But when you have a character that's been around since the 70s and has a varied history, like Sam Wilson as the Falcon, or Sam Snap Wilson as he was first introduced when he was a pimp. When you take this character and you evolve them into a hero, and the Falcon was a respected hero in the Marvel Universe. When the Falcon showed up, you were like, oh, fuck, cool. But when you move that character to being Captain America, that's seen as a promotion in people's eyes, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So then when he goes back to being the Falcon,
it's a demotion.
So while in some people's perception you may have pumped that character up, what you've done is actually devalue the charger in his original role.
It's funny you said that. I never would have thought of it that way. You're right, though.
I always think of that is what you're saying is to make Sam Wilson matter, you have to make him this white character.
Right.
Let's say Cap, because I think in the comics at the time, Cap went back to like being an old man. Let's say we're gonna make Falcon the leader of the Avengers, but have him do it as Falcon.
Yeah.
The character that he is, the character he's invested in. We don't have to say we have to give you this other character's mantle to make you matter.
Right.
Because it's almost like it's like retroactively matter less, or like sees that they have to be the character to matter. And I don't like that, man.
Oh, Jesus. You guys are like fucking with my head, dude. You totally need to rethink my whole
the same thing like
shit, dude. Damn.
I'm a little too stoned to understand this, so help me out. Primal Sabbath says on the flip side of the coin, they do make a new character and people don't like them, But to be fair, they make them replacements for previous heroes' names, and it feels phony. Yes. Yes, and I will never see Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel not because of Shazam, none of that bullshit. And I'm not going to go on some big rant about she doesn't deserve it, whatever. It is what it is. But to me, growing up, my Captain Marvel was fucking Marvel. You know.
I know. Well, say, how long has it been since they made her Captain Marvel?
Only a few years, probably.
So it's pretty
7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I'd say less than a decade.
Okay, well, see, okay, Captain Marvel's been around for a long time, but as Marvel, right? So
Marvel died in 82.
Yeah, he died.
Then you had Monica Rambeau.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right. Then Marvel's son came.
Okay, so
then he was Captain Marvel for a while.
Then his daughter.
So Nick, I don't understand.
His daughter was Captain Marvel, and then
so there's been a ton of Captain Marvels then.
Right, but like the thing.
Then who cares?
It wasn't supposed to be like that.
Oh, I understand, but
the thing is Carol had her own fucking, history.
Yeah. And she had her own, and she was like what she was
she was Ms. Marvel for a while.
She was Ms. Marvel. She was Warbird. She was binary.
Warbird, right? She was Warbird. I don't remember it was binary. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying, but you can't, if she takes on that name, that name's been taken on by so many other people. Who cares? I mean, that's like, it sounds to me like they disrespected the whole Captain Marvel name.
Exactly.
It's like fuck it, we'll give that to anybody. Who cares? Hey,
Captain Marvel? As far as I've been in comic books like that, she was the only Captain Marvel that I ever even read. You know what I mean? So it's like it does depend, and we talked about this last night on when your introduction was.
That's a good point.
And like, to me, she's been the only Captain Marvel that I ever had any knowledge about, ever read in a book.
That's why I have a problem with X-Men in a lot of ways, because of when I was introduced to the X-Men and when I read X-Men comics, and then some of the stuff they've changed in X-Men comics, I couldn't handle it, because that's not what I'm used to. It's not what I came.
Well, in about 2 weeks, they're changing every goddamn thing about X-Men comics.
So they're gonna do it all over again.
Hopefully for the better.
Yeah, hopefully. But
shit. E says 2012 she became Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think that was
7 years ago.
That's been 7 years. Okay. So I mean,
something that I was kind of thinking about that I should kind of want to either clear up, or I don't want to say roll back, but I talked about, like we talked about it, like with a gay character. You can't make that like the whole. I feel like if you make it, like I said, like the whole of their story, then it does kind of seem like, if that's the only like interesting thing about them, then it does come off as pandering. But I think if you are a gay character, or if you are African American, Indian American, from some Middle Eastern country, I think that does play a larger part into your life experience than it does if you're just like a white male or female. You know what I mean?
You just skip the rest of those fucking. If you're just from a Middle Eastern country, one of those ones.
Well, you know what I mean? But
I'm just fucking with you.
Those people, they do have to deal with things that, like, we as all white males do not have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it does have to play a part into their experience and into their story. But it's just kind of, it depends on it's up to the writer to really kind of like toe that line, to tell their unique story, but to not come across as they're just pandering to that.
I get what you're saying as far as race, because you can't keep race to yourself. You want, like, people are gonna, if you're a black person, they're gonna say, look, that's a black guy. We know it's a black guy, right? But your sexual connotation, that's your business. You don't need to spit that out. But that's not like, if I met a person, I wouldn't. My first thing wouldn't be, hey, how are you doing? Are you gay? I would never say that.
That's tricky, because, but like, if there's someone that, let's say, is gay at your work, and they tell you about it, and you mention it in passing to another coworker, and now they're judging them in a negative way,
Okay, then that is wrong. But then I would also I always tell people, be careful about what you put out, because once it's out, and then you got to deal with how people react in all kinds of ways.
With Russ, I have no problem telling somebody that I'm straight. I'll bring up
Well,
me and my wife and this and that. I think
I don't think about it though. I just don't think about going up to someone.
A gay person shouldn't have to think about it because it should.
And they shouldn't.
Universally
That's what I mean.
accepted. They shouldn't have to go to work and be like, "Oh, I got to watch what I say."
No, they shouldn't. But that goes the other way, Sam. Meaning they shouldn't. Like, I don't go around. I don't go to work and talk and go, "Yeah, so I was sleeping with my wife last night." You know, I don't say that. No one says that.
It's not even about that. But if they said, "Russ, what'd you do this weekend?" You said, "Oh, me and Anna went and we went out to eat for our anniversary."
Right.
If Dave, who you work with, says, "Me and Bill went out to eat and did this and that," it's not bringing anything sexual into it.
No, I wouldn't even think. But
right. But we're reasonable people that aren't bigots.
Exactly, but like bigoted minded people. When a lot of people
I think that's where Russ is having like the disconnect. Is that as someone that accepts somebody as being gay or whatever the fuck they are, you know, like you don't see that conversation as abnormal or
maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because I can't see it from that. I can't see it from the point of view of
you can't stick your head that far up your ass.
I can't. I can't.
You know what I mean? Like it's hard. It's hard to look at people's view of things, but yeah.
I love and care for throughout my life people that are homosexual. I care for them. I love them. Their family, their friends. I've been very, very, very good friend of mine was gay because he passed away, but he was gay, and I loved him so much because I never thought of him I never held that against him ever. Like it was never it wasn't even a thought. I never even thought about it. Like I just didn't think about who he was banging.
Right.
I didn't care. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. But
that's the attitude to have. But not everybody has that attitude.
I think you're right.
People make any type of minority, whether it's sexual orientation or race. People in the majority make the minority feel bad.
I think you're right.
About their otherness. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to be anything about them personally. It's
anything obscure that they think is obscure and they believe is obscure.
Go home and clutch their Bible.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yep.
But yeah, we've gone. Yeah.
No, we went like way off the rails.
We went way off.
Anymore.
Yeah. We got bogged down in that part of the discussion, but it's already 11 o'clock, and we went on actually pretty on time. So I think it's a good point to stop and pimp out the unbroadcasted. Will you guys take care of that while I edit?
Sure. Hey, thanks for all you guys out there in the chat, man. It was awesome. Chat was popping tonight, dude. You were there. Good conversation in there, man.
I do my best to, if there's something interesting in the chat.
You said do.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I do my best.
Do.
Somebody IME the link when you get a chance. But I do try to pull from the chat when there's interesting conversation going on in there, and there was tonight. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for watching. As I say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Adios,
Later.
guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.